Howdy y'all, this is Twitchonium here. Today I'm coming at you with something a little bit different than we usually do. I'm going to go ahead and try out the sealed format for March of the Machines. Figure it's a new set and don't know all the cards that well yet, so may as well open a bunch of packs at once and just build something out of the pool we get there. So let's go ahead and pop these open and see what our rares are. Heart of the cards, let's go. Alright, so nothing like crazy. Jin seems fine. I mean, if we get enough non-creature spells, that's pretty nice. Anafenza, what does this one do? Okay, that seems really good. Like, really good. And limited especially. Tribute to the World Tree, I do know. I like this card a lot, but only if we're going to be really heavy into green. But if we are, it can do a ton of work. So, I mean, it's like all the green enchantments that already do that kind of effect. The draw a card if power 3 or greater, which is always just a really good effect in green. And on top of that, where normally you would miss with those enchantments, this one still buffs your small creatures into bigger creatures. So, like, it's a very good card. It's just pretty hard to cast unlimited unless you're just dedicated to that strategy. We've also got Ozolith in green. What does this Ozolith do? I'm guessing counters of some sort. Okay, extra counters. Seems like it would pair really nicely with Anafenza and Tribute, so maybe we could look into like a white-green Selesnya counters kind of a strategy. Could be fun. What else do we have? Pile on. Just great removal. And Invasion of Fiora. Board wipe. And then a Marchesa. What does Marchesa do? Menace and Death Touch, both great. Pretty much means she's always going to 2-for-1 something because they'll have to double block. We can kill incubation things with it. Just take all the counters off of those. That seems pretty sweet too. And draw cards and lose life. Yeah, that seems really strong. So my gut says hopefully we can play Selesnya or maybe Dimir or maybe black plus something. So yeah, a lot of different options here depending on what we end up going. So, and we're going to get 2 more. So we'll see what else we got in here. Alright, so I have not done this in a long while. So let's go ahead and take a look at any of our colorless cards first. Only have 2. This urn, I don't know, just most sets have that like artifact that fixes your mana, but this one just feels really bad compared to the others. Like, I guess if you just really have no removal at all, you could toss this in there, but man, does it feel bad. This one just seems filler if you need the artifacts, I guess, or if you're really needing to convoke to trigger something, I suppose. We have 2 Invasions of Moag, which are +1 counters Selesnya cards, which I was mentioning would be cool to get into, so that's kind of neat. Actually, let's not look at the dual-colored cards quite yet. Let's do all the normal colors now. Alright, so white. We have a pretty low creature curve, actually, and a decent amount of it. So 1 drop that flips into a 4/3, that seems fine. 2/2 lifelink's always great and limited. 2/2 that transforms is great. 3/1 that we do have some knight support for, so that could be pretty solid. And then the great Anafenza there. 2 double strikers seems sweet, especially if we're putting counters on things. 2 2/2s for 4, both have vigilance, also seems great. This is a pretty solid little equipment too. +1/+1 and vigilance for 1 and an equip cost of 1. That seems pretty strong. A combat trick and a removal spell. So yeah, I'm actually liking our white. It's very early, low to the ground, very aggressive, combat tricks, removal, equipment. So there's a lot of potential synergy here in our white, it looks like. So that's a good start there. Let's see what we have in blue. Do we literally have no non-creature spells in blue? Well, that makes Jin really go down a tier, unfortunately. a 0/1 with flash, backup 1, and hexproof. So this guy's kind of like a combat trick, I guess. Oracle is solid. Get 2 filters on a 2-drop that already has decent stats. I mean, a 1/3 is going to block nice early. A 2/3 with defender. I mean, it's a nice blocker, but definitely like, this is the kind of card I would want in a deck filled with removal and control components for Jin, but we just don't really have it, it doesn't look like. Preening Champion is a great card. A nice 2-for-1, like a 3-mana 2/2 flyer already I'd play, and this one just comes with an extra body, so that's pretty excellent. 2/2 Flying Vigilance Knight that can make more knights, that seems pretty strong. Inga's fine, and sometimes draw some extra cards. Well, there is a fair amount of potential for a knight pairing with blue, or with white rather. We do have a lot of knight support. Could get some good flyers out. So yeah, I mean, shocker, blue-white flyers might be a strong place to be, but other than that specific pairing, blue is not looking very strong at all. Which is unfortunate, because Jin would have been a fun card to try out. Let's take a look at our black. There's definitely a lot of it. That's a good sign. And I saw an Ayara in there, which I am a pretty big fan of in general with black. Ton of non-creature spells in black. Let's see what we've got. Some nice removal that comes with a body. More removal. More removal. Graveyard recursion / card draw. Don't care for that either way. Combat trick equipment, just like kind of like the one in red. Pseudo removal, so some excellent removal options in black. Definitely worth considering there. We also have the board wipe Marchesa rare in black, which is excellent. Invasion of Old Growth. I mean, we have 2 deal 3 invasions as well that turn into 3/3 flyers that get bigger when you kill your opponent's stuff with all your removal. I mean, man, black is looking really strong in the removal category. Ayara, we have... I mean, I don't know why I'm saying she's not new. She's just cool new artwork here. Etched Familiar seems like a nice role player in the sacrifice strategies, just draining your opponent for 2 when it dies. Also just a fine filler body, you know, 3/2 that drains for 2. Huntmaster, excellent as well in the sacrifice strategies. Aetherblade Agent, an excellent 2-drop. Valid, an excellent 2-drop. Informant, an excellent 2-drop. Ichor Drinker, a fine 1-drop. 1/1 lifelinker who can be exiled to come back as another creature, so kind of like two bodies in one, if a little slow. Yeah, I'm really liking our black. So black-white. Black has the stronger non-creature spells, including the sieges, and then white has the creatures, and the white creatures kind of fit like right here, which could be pretty sweet. Maybe go like a white-black controlling type of strategy. But still have a couple more to look at, but I'm pretty excited with that black. I'm not going to lie. That's a lot of control. And the sealed formats in general that I've done in the past tend to run a little slower, so be a nice spot to be in. Well, I can already tell from my my draft earlier that red's not looking too strong, it doesn't look like. At least on the non-creature side, we've got one of the active treason effect cards and one of the expensive convoke removals, which are both okay, but not amazing unless you're going to be able to take advantage of those strategies. This is a fine little 1-drop if you need to be attacking battles early. Filler, you know, fine filler 2-drops all around. I mean, I think I actually like the Historians a fair amount just because haste and being able to give something else haste is strong. Like in All Will Be One, we saw the 5-drop that could give something else haste. That was always a good play. Death Guard I wouldn't want to play. Scrounger I would play. Slasher's fine if you're attacking battles. Heal Slasher's fine. The Scalds are okay. They're not my favorite, but I might be undervaluing them a little bit. Double Strike is typically a pretty strong effect. And the host charger I like. So red creature-wise is fine. Like, this guy's a little meh, but there's some solid creatures in red. I just don't know if there's enough other exciting things to really make me want to, try and move into that direction. So, an option potentially with black, because we did have a lot of those battles we wanted to knock down, but we'll see. Last things up, we've got the green. Well, we've got a lot of green, that's for sure. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, so we've got a cheap little 1-drop to get in towards some battles. Finn, a nice 2-drop. Blade Master, a nice 2-drop. Tracker, a nice 2-drop if we're going to be... I guess it still untaps lands even if you don't end up using the battle side of it. Assailant seems medium, kind of filler. Pelucranos, we got Pelucranos as a rare. That's an excellent green card. And I mean, we had that World Tree, so with both of those, that could push us heavily into green if we do go this route. We would want to definitely lean more heavily into green than white. But Pelucranos is a house there, a 6/6 reach lifelink that when it dies turns into more Hydras. Yeah, seems pretty good. If not, it's still a 3-mana 4/5 reach, which is just absurd stats for that cost. Wouldn't play that card, whatever that thing was. I'm not a fan of that incubate thing in green. Kavu's nice though, Ancient's great, and Crusher's great. So some really good solid green options here. Storm the Seed Core is a fine finisher. We already talked about Tribute. Tandem Takedown is excellent. Like, excellent. And we have 2 copies of it. Burgeoning is not that exciting, but if we were in green, because of our triple green cost and double green cost, I'd probably still play it. And especially with the tracker, it works well because you can put this on a land and then untap that land and get extra ramp out of this guy. Arachnoid Adaptation seems like a fine combat trick, just nothing exciting. But green is definitely not looking bad, though. I'd say it's probably third behind black and white. So, some combination of black, white, and green, it sounds like. Let's see what our dual color cards are here now. Alright, so we have got... Well, we're not going to probably be playing these guys or Agar. We didn't get enough in red and blue spell-wise, like instants and sorceries, to really take advantage of him. Same problem we had with Jin. So if we go green-black, we get access to Dina. Not that we had a lot of life gain, but she's still a fine 2-drop. An Invasion of Lorwyn, which... Destroy target non-elf creature. Wait, so I mean, it's going to destroy pretty much anything because it'll come in for 6 unless we're ramping hard. And then it's just a big old body equal to our lands. So not a crazy exciting, but still probably pretty strong. And then Invasion is, we already talked about earlier. So, my gut says white-black or white-green. As much as I like the black, I don't think black-green is necessarily the spot, but we're going to build a couple of these decks out and see which one looks the best. So let's start off with white-green and see what that looks like. I guess we don't actually have a ton of white. It's just the quality of our white is pretty solid. So let's see how it pairs together with the green, though. If we do that, though, that would allow us to go more heavily into the green than the white, which we would want to do for the tribute and the double green cards. So let's take a look here. We would not be running... I guess we would be running 2 invasions. But honestly, like, they would get value even if we never kill them. And they're not the, like, craziest on the flip side, you know? So, might even not need to run both of those. So the Rotten Tail definitely gets worse if you're not needing to attack early. But it can still put counters onto a creature, which is a nice after effect once it's in the graveyard. Adaptation I could see cutting for sure. Dune Shaper's a nice 1-drop. I could see cutting the halberd. Definitely want most of our 2-drops. I think like the tracker's the weakest 2-drop here. And if we're cutting the tracker, we would also cut the, I'm going to cut this guy now. The burgeoning probably too. It felt, in my draft matches, it felt like you could hit some pretty expensive plays without needing to ramp super hard. And in sealed, I feel like it's probably going to be even slower, so I don't think we need to focus the ramp that hard. This guy can go... We only need to make one more cut, and this deck's looking pretty sweet. It does have some hard to cast things with the Tribute and the Pelucranos, though. And just a lot of double green in general. But we do have the 1 Blossoming Sands, which does help to even that out a little bit. I guess I could see cutting like a Rotten Tail. I think this Dune Shaper is the better of the two. I'd rather be able to get a 4/3 trample than put 2 counters on a thing, I think. Although maybe not with the Ozolith and the... Wasn't there something else that cared about counters? Maybe not. We do have a lot of ways to put counters on things, though. So I don't think we really need to focus on it in a 1-drop. So this would be the white-green deck. I think it looks pretty solid. So we will take a look at the rest and see how they'd go. I'm going to take a look at white-black next, because I think it's sadly the color we're least likely to end up playing, the pair. So the top end, we've got all the battles. We only need to cut 5 cards, which is pretty nice. So I guess we'd cut this. So I think we'd play everything here. There's so much removal in black. It just looks great. We just are really missing like finishers in black, it looks like. Like we've got tons of removal, but what are we going to kill them with if we're in black-white? Probably not Mirrored and Avenged. Probably don't need a combat trick in this kind of deck. For the same reason, maybe we don't need the Battle Fan. Don't need that. So I think if we just cut the Battle Fan, we've got another deck here. I don't know how I feel about this one, though. I guess this deck is going to win through invasions, right? You're going to win through getting Olgrotha down and Fiora down, flipping them, and then taking over with Flyers or Marchesa, and just using a ton of removal to get ourselves to that point. I guess that's not removal, but Iara is also going to drain and can draw us cards, which is strong. We can lean much more heavily into black than white. Same thing we would have done if we're going green. So it's really just a trade-off of a removal suite and invasions in black, or a strong creature suite in green that has some nice +1 counter synergies. And green wasn't hurting for removal. We have 2 takedowns. Maybe it was. So it would just be 2 takedowns and a cut short, I guess. Well, plus the combat tricks, so... And like some death touchers and things like that. Okay. Lastly here, we're going to take a look at black and green. Maybe that's just the... maybe that's the ticket. Put back in all the rest of the black stuff. All right. Need to make a ton of cuts if we're going this direction. Yeah, that's still nice. Not OP, but super solid. Repurposing, like, This worries me. Like, I want all of these, and they're all super expensive, which is a little bit of a problem. I would want all of these. I guess if we're running that much removal, we can cut, like, the conversion. I want those. I want that. This could go. This could go. IR is going to be really hard to run in a green-black deck, but I still want to try. Could cut that. Could probably cut like a familiar. I really like the Huntmaster. It just turns creatures that are going to die into 3/3s anyways. Tracker's not, I guess actually Tracker in a deck with these battles is one that's going to actually do more work, and with all these expensive cards, so we probably shouldn't cut that one here. We can cut the Ozolith because we're not really going to be focusing on the counter strategy if we're going green-black. We do have some really just nice uncommons in black too. Need to make one more cut. It really should be one of these. Oy. I guess if we're running green-black, we probably don't need the 8-drop because we've got so many 6-drops instead. So how does this one look? Strong 2-drops, strong early drops, hard to cast 3-drops, with very little in the way of being able to make them castable. And then we're going to be relying on trying to remove stuff until we get to the late game where we can drop all these. But it does seem like a ton of control. How much removal do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 straight removal spells. That's crazy. That seems like a lot for a sealed pool. Kind of makes me want to try this out as the black green here. I think the white green might have a little more synergy with all the +1 counters, but I think from a fun perspective, I want to try this one out because we get to use both like the Tribute, the Pelucranos, we get to try out all the battles. Like Invasion of Fiora, I'd really like to try. Marchesa's just got a soft spot in my heart from Commander. Yeah. I think we'll try this out first. Maybe if I get like 2 losses early, I'll come back in and switch it back up, but you know, new set, let's have some fun and try out the crazy strategy, even if it's got a little bit of harder to cast things. I guess we should take a look at our mana base as well. Pretty even split, and we've got a fair amount of double and triple things of both, so I mean, I think we can't really be too picky there. Like, maybe I even am supposed to play a Blighted Burgeoning just to be able to hit my colors a little better. What do I cut for that, though? A 3-drop? Could cut like a Huntmaster for it. How many creatures are we running? 13. 14, 15, 16 kind of. 17 kind of. Yeah, a bunch of our stuff. 18, this makes an extra creature. This makes a couple extra creatures. Yeah, I think we'll be fine if we were to cut that. I mean, probably supposed to cut like Tribute or AR or something super hard to cast, but I don't really feel like it. Nah, I'm just going to keep it this way for now. If we struggle on lands, we know why, but for now, I'll keep it like this, and we'll put Invasion of Fiora up there. Yeah. Or no. I feel bad for Essica. She had such a rough time during this. Her favorite tree got all manhandled, so let's put her up there. Give her a little time in the sun. And I'll see y'all in the first match. Welcome to game number 1, y'all. We are on the draw with an okay-looking starting hand. We've got the Port Tracker to try and make sure we can hit our like third black or second black or third green rather for our hard to cast stuff. So go ahead and keep this. Might get the agent down first, in fact. Ooh. I take that back. I want to try to ramp into that now if I can. Hopefully they don't just shoot it right away. Looks like they will. That's a bit rough. Now we are punished for our hard-to-cast 3-drop. And for not playing our Swamp last turn and trying to hit that. But at least we have a pretty strong 2-drop here that we can flip next turn, worst case, into a 3/3 that draws us cards. And if they want to keep spending removal on this kind of stuff before we get our bigger things down, that's also fine. Do I pay to transform, or do I get this guy down? This is tough. I think I'm just going to play this guy. This still blocks this just fine as it is. And I don't think I want to take the extra damage quite yet. And I don't want to like pay to transform this and then they remove it in response when it already still kills the creature they're threatening with. If they want to double the number of counters on a thing, that's fine. Now, Vorinclex is a problem. Yeah, that's bad. This can only deal 3 damage to a thing. But we can still kill their other thing, at least. And Invasion of Fiora, at least, can destroy legendary creatures only, so we'll get to keep all of our stuff, which is pretty nice. Although, I think we need to keep the Death Toucher on defense for Vorinclex here. But next turn we're in good shape. If they want to play yet another legendary creature, that would be so sweet. Play some other crazy bomb here. A bit sad to use the invasion board wipe just on one creature, but a heck of a creature to use it on, that's for sure. Alright, and we will ditch the tribute because we need the land for the invasion. Yeah, that should make him a little scared there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get our 3rd green down. Shame we don't have the tribute now. I wish I would have dropped the swamp, but couldn't have known, and we had to make sure we hit this. So we will go ahead and destroy all legendary creatures. And I think I want Marchesa first over the flyer. It's cheaper anyways. If they want to trade off here, I'm cool with that. Oh, I forgot about this thing though. Womp womp. It's all good. Still learning the set. And this can create a Incubate 2 guy on our side next turn, so that's also good. And we're doing fine on life. We can make this guy a 3/3 next turn. They can kill both of their guys if they do double block. Hopefully we can draw a creature here. That'd be nice. They've got removal of their own, the same invasion. They're going to get to flip theirs earlier, though. It looks like. Although that deals 3 damage to any target. Ah, that's tough. Let's exile this for 1 and make our thing either way. Or 1 mana shy of doing both, which would be ideal. Ah, do we hit this or do we hit this? I think right now we do neither and we just transform this and then block their 2/2 and they get 1 more down through. If they have some kind of trick, that's fine. Yeah, I actually like this even better. Maybe they'll play a target for our invasion. Just like that. Oh, and they get Vorinclex back. Okay, yeah. That might be the death knell, although we do have a bunch of removal in this deck. They're just going to be able to transform it now, which is a problem. And this requires creatures, sadly. This is like the worst removal spell we could have drawn in our deck out of the like 9 we've got. Here comes Vorinclex to draw them 2 more cards. So they get 2 free creatures, 7 counters, and then kill everything we have. Yeah, that's just nasty. Well, we can do this and get a Menace Death Toucher at least. That's something. What 2 creatures do they get? I guess they only have 1 creature, but they're going to mill 10 cards first, so we'll see if they spend their whole turn flipping him. If they can remove Marchesa, we're just in terrible, terrible shape. She's really our saving grace at this point, potentially. This attack makes me think they have even yet another way to get Vorinclex back from their graveyard, which is scary. Okay, good. Combat trick? I mean, I think I just do this and we see. Okay. They've got to have another way to get him back, right? Okay, they can destroy an artifact or enchantment. These aren't artifacts or enchantments, right? No. Huh. Not sure what the play behind the Vorinclex attack there was. Oh, I should have played this first, but that's okay. We don't really want to sack it anyways. We'd rather trade off into their stuff. They'll get their old Grotha here, but that's not a problem. We'll get to at least trade off with the Informant. Assuming they even attack it here. They may not want to leave both of ours open. Yeah, we'll let them have it. I don't think we can lose our dude here. So now we don't actually want to sack our creatures, I guess. Rats, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm still fine to attack this for now. We have 27 life. I think we're okay. It's right now when you wish you had kept the 8-drop in your deck because you're going to be able to cast it. 3-color Phyrexian Awakening, huh? It's going to incubate 4, which is a lot, and it'll give them all Vigilance. Actually, it's all Phyrexians, not just the tokens. Ooh, that's a nice draw. Alright, so we can... 2 or less? Yeah. Exile. I think we need to exile the flyer. because it'll just gain them life, and yeah. They might have a counterspell. They are in blue. Alright, now we can go ahead and activate this, get another critter out. And we can still swing at this if they want to double block. Fine to trade that off. Oh, right, they've got this one too. That's fine. We would have had to deal with that at some point anyway still. So, don't feel too bad about that. I do need to pay much more attention to that. I keep forgetting that they can activate that at instant speed. I feel like everything from All Will Be One was specifically had that sorcery speed tag on it. It just got overly used to it. Alright, this is super suspicious, but I'm going to make the block. Maybe that follow-up kill spell. Invasion of Tarkir to follow us off. Okay, that's nice. This is instant. So no attacks, and we can still finish this thing off to get the flyer out. I like that. We can't let them have this 4/4 flyer until we get some removal in hand. Alright. May as well do this. They can't kill it this turn anyways, and we still have the mana to activate this. Yep, I'm not going to block this once. If they have anything that can just hit that right away, we're in bad shape, but land was one of the worst draws we could have had there. We will hold up 2 blockers though for sure. There's a lot of stuff that could just deal 2 damage to this. Alright, they're going to play another rat. We'll discard our land, no biggie. Yeah, I imagine they're swinging in here. They'll kill our sacrifice dude, I'm guessing. Yet more lands. I am going to just play this one out. A Yar is pretty nice. Gonna have to start swinging in at some point. Can't just play it super safe and keep 2 blockers up forever and hope they just Yarok, huh? Oy. Okay. Well, this can get +2/+2 until end of turn, so that's a pretty strong thing at least. No removal. No removal. Alright, some life gain. Oh, double life gain because of the Yarok ETB, and he has lifelink and death touch. Blah. Yarok is a pain. Or we just do this. Goodbye, Yarok. We don't want that. Oh, we do want Pelucranos, though, that's for sure. Just swing on in with the 3/3 again. I was going to say, can they see Pelucranos? I don't think they can see Pelucranos. And we have the mana to transform him immediately, which is even better. Alright. Incubate 2. They'll make another dude. But we'll play Pelucranos here and transform it. And that'll feel pretty sweet. Unless they have a counter spell that they've been holding on to here. Or removal. But I can't imagine they have. And now I feel better about just swinging in with both of these. 6/6 lifelink reach is pretty nice stats. If they do manage to kill him and they can't just exile him, he's going to transform into, or die into a bunch of other stuff for us too. Oh, whenever we gain life with Pelucranos, they're going to lose life now too. Same with this. Just trigger, trigger, trigger. We can tap her. I guess we have to sack a creature, but... we're going to send these 3 in. I guess I should have sent with Ayara too, because then they'd have to block or else it's lethal. I didn't think we had that much life gain, and I think these might be like the couple of life synergy pieces we have, but they're doing some fun stuff here. Dang, if only this made a black creature, we could just kill him right now. Sack something and sack Pelucranos and have a black critter enter the battlefield. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's GG, even if they flip the Invasion of Tarkir, which is a very strong card. If you haven't yet, you should go check out my my draft video, because the first one, we got a pretty sweet Invasion of Tarkir deck going there. But nice start for our sealed. Long game, just like I was expecting, but pretty strong showing, so happy with that. I'll see y'all in round 2. Welcome back to round number 2. We are on the draw here with an interesting hand. I mean, it's a little slow, but I mean, I think this format is shaping up to be pretty slow, so hopefully it'll work. If we can get one more forest, we can drop a turn 3 Pelucranos. That would be pretty sweet. If not, we're just working towards our later stuff. I mean, actually we can forest cycle this guy to guarantee it, so yeah, I'm going to keep this. Forgot he can do that. They're holding up something for 1 white. That's good to know. Go ahead and do that in their end step. Ah, they're plane cycling. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to do it now, honestly. Sure, they know we're not doing anything, but, like, we're not doing anything anyways. Or a god or demigod. That's pretty sweet. But we're going to get our Pelucranos down here first. And hope they don't have removal right away. Interesting. Now we can drop Tribute to the World Tree as well. It's pretty great. They can flip their Heliod, which is a bit unfortunate, but we can still block it with Pelucranos, which is nice. They've probably got some kind of trick here, but we definitely need to block it. Can't be having them get the Afara on the other side. Yep. Just make them use the tricks. They had it anyways. And we can still get rid of him like this, and surveil 2. Don't want the forest. I'll keep the agent though. Next turn we can play one of these two, either one of which will be pretty sweet. They're not swinging at the invasion, which is interesting. I think I'm just going to get rid of this guy, and then we'll save the board wipe for now. If they have protection, that's fine. Okay. Hopefully they'll play out more creatures now that they've used that ability. Sweet. Of course, one's legendary and one's non-legendary, which is a bit of a shame. Alright, so we want to probably use that first, or otherwise we just want to get a ton of stuff up. I think we want to destroy all legendary or non-legendary creatures first. Oh, we can do both. Even better. This is way stronger than I thought it was. I thought you had to pick one. I guess I'm just going to start dropping down a bunch of creatures and get them all pumped up with the tribute here. Such a strong effect. That is a bonkers rare, though. Tell me she doesn't have haste. Of course she has haste. And they get another combat phase? Yikes. Okay. What do we even do here? We can deal 3 damage to it here. She has Menace and Death Touch, so I think we'll send 1 at the thing and 1 over here. Should have played Ayara first, actually. Gonna go ahead and send that there and just get this guy down. And we're just gonna try and kill him next turn. Like, they can hit us for 6 here, or they can try to flip their thing, but I think we're racing now. I love Aurelia. She's one of my just favorite cards. Taking extra combats, Angel, just such a sweet, sweet magic card. Ah, this is tough. That's 4. That leaves 3 still. Okay. And that's gonna do it. I was gonna say that was that Angel definitely kept them in the game pretty long there, but between the World Tree value and just, you know, all the battles and everything, just ton of strong cards there. But super fun format here so far. I'll see you all in the next round. Welcome to round 3. We are on the play this time with another slower hand, but we do have a 2-drop this time that we can spend turn 3 converting over, so, or transforming over, so I'm going to keep it. We'll see how it goes. Oh, we've got a visitor here now. Ooh, and we end up top decking into another 2-drop. I think I actually would rather have Finn down early. If they want to spend removal, I'd rather they use it on Finn than the Thallid. That way we can maybe get some extra creature value out of the Thallid there. I'm also going to play my Forest over my Swamp because we have more triple green cards than double black cards, if I remember correctly. Of course, I could have double spelled if I had played the black source, but I think I'd rather just take it slow. No rush. We do need to hit 1 more land for both of these strong plays. Either one would be excellent. There we go. I think we're just going to spend the 4 to do it. And we'll swing with both. Alright, I'm fine with that trade. Finn got in some work, did some damage. Poison counters won't matter, but... A 3/3 Menace, mill 3. Well, those are some excellent cards they milled out of our deck, which is a little unfortunate. But we are going to be able to smash this guy for 3. And then swing 2 at our new battle here. Hoping that they'll trade off the 1/1s. Yep. And next turn we've got more solid removal here. This is tricky. I kind of want to get this down. Yeah, if they counter it, they counter it. Not going to play around counter spells. Oh, okay, that's fair. We'll get drained for 2, but it was going to happen either way, so at least now we've got some battles out. We can still eat their creature if they play one. If they get 2, it's a little less good for us there, unfortunately, but I think I'm still going to use this on this guy just to surveil 2 into some non-land draws here. Oh yeah, definitely glad we did that. And we'll keep on swinging. They're going to be forced to keep trading stuff off here. Not that we really have any good plays at this point. But at least this guy can remove some counters from the thing, which is nice. Okay. Gonna do this, kill their guy, and then we can still get this battle flipped this turn, which seems pretty solid. This guy can start flipping battles on his own. It's a little slow to do it, but he can passively start ticking them away. Oh, they've got some... I bet they have the multiverse card for 7 here that lets them mill 10 and put the best thing out of each graveyard back on the battlefield. Which means they get like a Yara and like a preening champion maybe. Ah, okay, a flying 5/4. What does this do? Draw 3, 2 hands on top. When it dies, I lose life equal to that mana value. Okay, fair enough. Would love to draw any of our removal here. Lame. Well, that's a sweet draw right there. I don't think we have any ways to get rid of the removal. Oh, that's bad for us. Activate only as a sorcery. Gosh darn it, I did not read that. That's unfortunate. Could have had this at 4 instead of at 5. But next turn we're going to be flipping Pelucranos, because we're probably going to eat some bad stuff here. They got 4 mana to play any of our removal we've already played, which is a lot. Yeah, it's not looking great. They milled some of our most powerful cards in the deck, unfortunately. Yikes. Okay. Okay. I mean, we definitely are going to do that at some point, but I think right now we're just going to flip Pelucranos while we can. Oh, I don't need any of these. This is a life linker. That's good to keep in mind. Can't really attack, though. They can double block here, and we only get to eat one. Yikes. Okay, yeah, that's just bad. We are in trouble, family. Big, big trouble. Yep, they're going to get to refill their hand. I'll definitely make this trade because I'm going to have another reach character here in just a second. Oh. We can kill all the legendary creatures only, which seems really strong right now. It'll kill our lady, but that's okay. No, we want to get Marchesa in here, I think. And since she can remove all the counters from this anyways, I'm not even going to bother attacking the second one. This is looking much better now. That was exactly the, or I guess it was Marchesa, exactly the card we needed to draw there. This is good for us. Marchesa has Menace and Death Touch. Ah, well. At least she still gets to trade 2 for 1 here. She doesn't have lifelink. See if they double block or not. They do not. We play a 6/5. They can flip this Rona. I can't remember what she does other than the trample. Oh, okay. We'll just need to make sure we play Dina before they do that. Oh, they have the other Rona, double Rona. Oops, that's my bad. Okay, and they've got a Marchesa destroyed. That's pretty bad. Thankfully, we've still got the 2 big old honking dudes. Yep, apparently that's enough to scare them off there. Awesome. I was really worried. We were on the back foot there for a while, but the strength of the top-end plays in this deck are just very strong. So if we can get there, we're in good shape. See y'all in the next round. Welcome to the next round, y'all. We are on the play with a pretty good starting hand, at least comparatively to some of our previous ones, I think. We've got 2 of both of our colors, some removals, some 2-drops. Yeah, we're going to keep that. Get a green down first. Probably play Finn first, but they both have Death Touch. Actually, I guess I'll get the agent down first, because he makes any creature with Death Touch give poison counters, so we could maybe surprise them with that here. Yeah, even though we have this guy, I think this little weird Death Touch synergy we've got going on is still worth playing. And then next turn we can remove that specifically. Just keep on swinging in. We have them at 6 poison already, which is a little crazy. If we can win with a Finn, that would be pretty cool. And they are going to have to trade their 3/3 flyer into it pretty much here. They'll pretty much have to do Finn too. And I think we'll just play 2 creatures here. Vorin collects already, huh? That's really nasty. We need to draw some of our removal here. Well, it can potentially help get rid of the Vorin collects. think we just activate this for now. I don't think we can swing with it though. Enters the battlefield. I guess it's just a 6/6 right now. And we need the card draw's pretty sweet. Yeah, and if they want to trade a Vorinclex into a 2-drop, that's always great. Cool. We really could use one more green source, would just be excellent here. Okay, they got a nice little battle going. I don't think there's any reason for us to get greedy here. We'll just keep hanging on here. That's a good effect. Oh, I don't think they know that destroying doesn't get you the trigger. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and call it. That's rough. I feel for them. It's a new format, you know, new card type, all the above. Like, so yeah, just for those of you watching at home, we have these battles, right? And so destroying the battle, even if it's one you cast, is removing, like, it's destroying a permanent like you'd expect. It's not actually removing the, I forget what they're called, the battle counters or whatever you want to call them, from the actual battle to get it to flip. There are some things like the Marchesa we have. She says take all counters off of a thing. You can do that to the battles, but you can't just destroy it outright. So, rough for the opponent, but we'll take it. See y'all in the next round. Welcome to Game 5. We are on the play with one I'm very tempted to keep, but probably should. I'm gonna. This is definitely the wrong call with only the one color, but if we hit one single black source, we are just in excellent shape. So, and we still have a play. It's not an exciting one, but it's a play. And we have 3 green, which is important for Pelucranos and the Tandem Takedown and the Essica card, the World Tree thing. Yep, just swing in. Just need to hit a land now. Any land will even do. I guess not really. We really need it to be a swamp at this point. Do we want to kill that? Probably so. We don't want to spend our turn removing something next turn. Yeah, if we do draw a swamp, we're going to want to be able to use it. And what's better here? I think this guy probably. Let's swing first. Yeah, we'll get the Death Toucher down. One more swamp and we can really start going to town here. Okay, they've got a pest. Get a land, yeah. Come on, land. Excellent. Now we can kill the pest. Swing here and start going to town. Do it again next turn if they play something with 3 or less toughness, which would be so nice if they did. Alright, they're playing their own invasion. Get some lands, ramping up. Invasion of Zendikar is a great one for ramp if you're in green. Definitely would play a copy of that if we don't already have one in the deck. They are good gaming us already here. Go ahead and make them discard a card. Another feels bad on top of them already being on the back foot here. Ooh, that's a nice little sack outlet. Okay, they can either... Well, I guess they can do all of them. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think we should just get the creature down first. We have one of these ourselves, if we happen to be able to draw it. Another Invasion of Zendikar. Well, they are going to have all the mana in the world to do anything they want to do in this deck. And we just really need to draw into some action here that's not just 1 and 2 drops. It's a little unfortunate we can't double spell all these things because of the what's it called? Lack of black. Ah, they're going to get some Moloch value here. That's pretty good. Invasion of Innistrad, huh? That's pretty scary. They can just kill Ardina here and then swing in and flip whatever they want. Yeah, we're in bad shape. Oh, they just have even more removal, okay. Okie doke. Tell me Marchesa has 3 toughness. Of course she has 6, yeah. Well, we pretty much need to draw our invasion as well now. We don't even have the mana to cast it yet. Pelucranos would be pretty good. Removal, of course. Not that removal, unfortunately. But I do think we're still going to kill the Moloch here with this. A 4-2 just swings into these really well. Like, they're already going to get 1. We don't need them to be getting both of these. They're going to have another 3-3. Yeah, they're going to get them both anyways. I don't know what I'm talking about. And this is 4-4 Vigilance Haste. Okay. Yeah, we really need to draw our board wipe. Oh yeah, that's right. Marchesa just lets them get both for free anyways. I forgot. Yeah. Why did their Phyrexian do that thing? Oh, the backup, okay. We'll kill Marchesa. Or they'll protect her. That had flash. Nasty. I didn't even read that it had flash. That's a busted good siege battle. Yeah, I don't think we have a way. Even if we draw into our board wipe, we don't have the mana to cast it. We'd have to draw 2 times and hit a land, specifically a swamp and that, and I think that's our only out at this point. Opponent with the exact same colors as us, though, so shows you the strength of these expensive black and green cards, that's for sure. But I'll see you all in the next round. Welcome to the next round. We are on the play with, sadly, our first, I think, maybe, unkeepable hand. Either way, it's definitely unkeepable. Can't play anything. This is much better. We can play most everything. What do we drop, though? We have 2 2-drops, maybe one of those, because I really want to keep all these powerful plays. I think the Thallid, maybe. This guy might be a little weaker in a vacuum, but I like having a Death Toucher around just to threaten to trade off with anything. And if we can flip him, he's really a good value play just to start drawing us some cards. See if they're going to do anything here. No? Okay. They're looking at him like they have removal, but we'll see. Really need to start hitting some green sources. Even though we don't really need like a Portent Tracker right now, we're going to want them for sure. Like right now we'll ditch that tracker, in fact. Hey, there's the green source. And draw a card, unless they want to chump. which they will. Hopefully they play something with 3 toughness. Would love for them to incubate, which they can't quite do yet. I think I actually want to just use this. Get 3 in on it, draw a card. And now we've just got a awesome board wipe we can just hang tight onto. Drop an Ancient instead. I am confident they will be flipping their dude here. We will respond before blocks are declared. See if they go to try to save it here. Okay. I don't think they know that I already targeted it. Or it does work that way? That's weird. I'm not sure exactly what goes on there. Either way, we're going to trade still, so I'm not that fussed about it. And now I'm really tempted to just let them dump a whole bunch of stuff out before I even play this, yeah. I might even eat the hit here. We'll see what we draw. Yeah. I'm just going to eat it. It's only 4 for now. Please drop something big. Just like that. So yeah, now we will definitely be using our invasion. And that'll get around those wards that those guys have up. And hopefully a 6/5 reach trample can start taking over the game from here and we can start smacking into these. If we get any of our lifelinkers, Dina can do a little bit of work. Alright, well they've got a 5/6, so... does block our 6/5 pretty well, but at least it's kind of, you know, keeping board parity, and we still have the... Wow, they opened Shieldred and frickin' Jin Gataxias. That feels a little unfair. Gets to immediately eat our dude, yeah. And we just keep hitting the lands. So, a little bit of a shame there. I feel like we really had this game, but... you know, 2 busted mythics, what are you gonna do? We only had 1. It's not even a mythic, just a rare. Super good board wipe, but... guess I should have waited 1 more turn. But I mean, a 4 for 1 including Jin seemed like a pretty great, you know, thing. They can just flip her now. I was going to say, they're not swinging at the invasion? Nope. I'm not even going to block. Pretty sure they've got us here. Yeah, and a flyer now. We'll see what we draw, but it'll probably be a land. Maybe it's just enough. Oh, we're at 6. I think we're taking 5 for sure. Yeah, I think we take 6 and die either way here. I guess they have to tap 2 creatures to do that, so not quite just dead on board, but really close. What else do we have in the deck that we could draw? Pelucranos might be able to get us back into it because he can gain us some life. What else? What else? Some of our hard removal. Oh, and then now they're going to get to cast the best thing out of either of our graveyards. Probably our removal spell. Yeah, that's what they should pick either way. I don't think we have anything in the deck that can save us here, though. Another close one that just couldn't quite close it out there. But can't be too upset. That was still a good showing from our deck. We were able to 4 for 1 with the invasion. They just, Mythic Praetor into Mythic Praetor. Who'd have guessed? See y'all in the next round. I apologize, everyone. I apparently forgot to hit record on the last game of the draft here. We did, unfortunately, lose. We played against a really sweet deck that ended up being, it was like a 3 or 4 color deck. They were able to get out Galta. They had Yorion as a companion who was able to flicker all their battles and everything. Like, it was a really strong deck that we just couldn't quite overcome at the end. But overall, really fun draft format in general. Seems really slow. You can play all of these big expensive cards that we did and get away with it. You can even play these like hard to cast cards, and the format's slow enough that you'll probably be able to get some excellent value out of them. So just really fun. Had a great time with this deck and the format in general. So I'm looking forward to doing some more of these. Appreciate you all coming along on this ride with me here today, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.